Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Nancy Ollwerther, and I have been a member of St. Peter's forever, having been baptized, confirmed, and married here, and having raised my children here. I am a member of the Stewardship Ministry and am honored to offer the first witness for this year's stewardship season. This is one of my favorite times of the year. I believe that our stewardship is most important. My personal stewardship journey over these many years has changed my view of giving from one of, oh boy, here we go again, or how can I hide, or let me see what I have left to give, to that of appreciating, growing, understanding, and finding joy in sharing what I have to offer to my community, my church, and my St. Peter's family. As many of you know, Don and I are moving south at the end of this month, so I am happy to share my story with you one last time. This year's theme for Stewardship 2018 is With Hearts and Hands and Voices. I believe that describes our St. Peter's community. While a stewardship campaign is rumored to be about money, it is not just about money and how much can we give. It is about strengthening our community with God and with each other, because we are all in this together. We all should want to build our relationship with Christ, and by doing so, we build our relationships with each other. We are not giving to support just an institution, an organization, or a building. We are not giving just to pay the bills. It's not just funding the church's budget. Our giving is answering God's call to establish new priorities for ourselves and our community of faith, looking inward at our calling as Christians, taking up Jesus' challenge to us to thrive. Our stewardship needs to support the building of community, building our relationship with God, with each other, and with the world around us. We do what we do to grow closer to God. St. Peter's has many ministries that do just that. As many of you here today, I am pretty involved at St. Peter's, but do prefer to stay behind the scenes. While I have offered my witness several times over the years, standing up here is way out of my comfort zone. It is a real challenge for me. While some may say I am not a quiet person, I do prefer to work quietly in the back, supporting whoever wants to be out front. My favorite ministry has always been the Altar Guild. We are little church mice busy working when no one is here. I started out more than 20 years ago just showing up on Saturdays, polishing some brass, dusting a few pews. But as I reflect on my involvement, I have discovered that I have learned so much throughout my years serving in this ministry. The history, not just of St. Peter's, but also the Episcopal Church as a whole. The reasons why things are done as they are done, what it takes to make not just Sunday happen, but baptisms, weddings, funerals, and all the special services that take place throughout the year. I have gone from just showing up on Saturday to vacuum and polish, to growing in my faith, growing in my relationship with God, and growing in my relationship with each of you. I'm not just vacuuming and polishing, but I like to say, and this ruffles feathers sometimes, but I like to say that I am vacuuming for Jesus with my friends. Just a quick shout out while I am on the subject, calling all men, women, and young people. The Altar Guild needs you. If you have been wondering how you could be involved at St. Peter's, being a part of the Altar Guild may be your answer. Just speak to Father Dirk, Deacon Catherine, Meg Tweeton, Candy Cooper, or any member of the Altar Guild, and come be part of a wonderful ministry that works quietly behind the scenes. It's once a month, it's lots of fun, and truly brings you closer to God as you help to prepare the church for worship throughout the year. Another very behind-the-scenes ministry that I have been a part of is what I like to call that of the secret editor and publisher of the Peppercorn. Each week I gather information, add a few pictures, wait for Father Dirk to add his article, and when everything is set, I push the button that launches the Peppercorn to your email box. It's been fun doing this over the years, and they may be looking for someone to replace me, so again, if you are wondering how you could be involved at St. Peter's, Just speak to Father Dirk, Deacon Catherine, or Ann Delgado. I urge you to participate in the joy of serving the Lord, and don't wait to be asked. Ask first. And now in closing, I love this place. Yes, we are moving away, but I can't yet imagine worshiping anywhere else. My heart will always be here. I have grown in such profound ways, both personally and in my love for and understanding of God, and I have learned so much about what this all really means and how God has a plan, that I realize that my approach to stewardship has changed so significantly, and with that change, my faith has become stronger, deeper, and more meaningful. I have always felt that we have an obligation to care for this place. I have said it before. We should be doing it for our children and our children's children, as those before us did for us. As Father Dirk has said, your annual pledge keeps the engine going and allows us to keep our ministries alive. When you offer your pledge this year, make your commitment to build a relationship with God, and by doing so, build a relationship with each other. Pledge in gratitude for God's abundance in your life and in support of St. Peter's and your congregation. God gives us everything. We can certainly give back by giving to God first and sharing our talents and our time. As Paul said in his letter to the Corinthians, the point is this: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. Each one must give as he has decided in his heart to give, not reluctantly or under compulsion, for God loves a joyful giver. And so, I thank you all for all that you are doing at St. Peter's. I encourage you to find joy in your pledge commitment to care for this place, caring for each other, caring for our community, and all whom we help through our many ministries. And may you always feel the joy. Thank you.